Hi, my name is Bruce Carl Aronson, instructional designer and trainer. I have spent more than 15 years in this industry helping people to understand everything from end-user software to proprietary corporate software to sexual harassment, new hire orientation, all kinds of subjects. I've been in this industry, as I said, for quite some time, and when I started, there were no user groups, there was no online help, and there certainly wasn't a help desk to call when you were having trouble with software. In that era, I recognized right away the amazing place that training had. You can spend all kinds of money on hardware and software, but if you don't have the expertise to use that hardware and software to its maximum, you are spending a lot of money that you're not getting any value for. Several years ago, I was visiting our Fort Lauderdale location, and one of the executive admins, who was known for her bubbly personality and her sparkling sense of humor, was neither bubbly nor sparkling. And when I asked her, hey, what was going on? She said, oh, it's this terrible month-end report. It always takes 6 or 7 hours, and I'm beside myself. Sometimes it takes all day. I just am so fed up with it. So I asked her, well, what are the steps in generating this report? And she shared them with me. And I said, go get yourself a treat and then come on back. And when she'd come on back, I had completely automated all these steps into what's known as a macro, a recording of keystrokes and mouse clicks that would run in sequence. We took her entire 6 to 7 hour process and we reduced it to 45 minutes. She was thrilled. Not only that, but I kept the secret from her boss that we really didn't tell him what we had done. And 6 weeks later, she was very proud to share with me that her boss recognized her incredible extra effort and how much more productive she was, and she got a raise. Not too long ago, I was speaking with a help desk for our corporation. The help desk is an amazing place. It's 24/7, 365, and that does mean that if you have a question at 2 a.m. on Christmas morning in any one of 24 time zones across the world, you can call in and get your answer. The problem was the help desk people were in a state of near revolt because they were sick and tired of stupid questions. As a trainer, I'm not sure I know what that means, because for trainers there are no stupid questions, but of course if you work on a help desk, apparently there's a lot of stupid questions, and the help desk people were becoming frustrated that they just didn't want to deal with the stupid repetitive questions. Compound that with the fact that the end users were not happy with the help desk because sometimes they'd be on hold for 20, 30, 40 minutes. Didn't mean there weren't horror stories. I was on hold for more than an hour. But the problem was nobody was happy. And then of course when you mention to senior management that we'll need to add help desk people who are not cheap, they were pushing back on that as well. Seeing these three things coming at my company, I recognized that training had to jump in and do something. And what I did is I wrote to the managers of the help desk and I said, would you give me your 10 most terrible, wonderful, horrible, stupid questions and send them back to me. Got a response almost immediately with 30 of the stupid questions. I went out and built 1 to 2 minute movies answering those questions, put them out on a website where any end user could access them in no more than 3 clicks. And what was amazing was the fruit of that particular project. Help desk people were thrilled because calls were down 34%, but our best people could now focus more and more of their time on the company's most urgent, most significant, most pressing problems, not the dumb, stupid, repetitive questions. End users loved it because instead of waiting 20, 30, or 40 minutes for an answer, suddenly they were getting their answer in 1 to 2 minutes. The movie would play. It would give you an option at the end to play it again in case you're interrupted by a phone call or a visit to your office. And you could also click a button that would print out a 1-page summary of everything you'd learned on the printer next to your desk. So all in all, it was very popular with the end users. And then management, perhaps the most excited of all. We did not have to fund any new positions on the help desk. And so all in all, it was a very, very powerful way of dealing with problems using training. I've been at it for more than 15 years. America is at a place where it has to rethink everything it's doing. The old ways of doing business are simply not going to work. But as senior leadership decides the new directions and the new imperatives, somebody has to carry out corporate-wide the training that will give our people the new skills and abilities to carry out those new directions. That's where I come in. My name's Bruce Carl Aronson. I carry a laser pointer, and I know how to use it.